are the starters for the first race of the program and the season. Field of 8 behind the gate. Windermere's Glory, Gordy Hennessy. Impish Art with Gilles Berriot. Greyland Bad Girl with Stephen Trites. Burton Burt, Todd Trites. Sweet Georgette, Eddie Harvey. Franco Croupier, Charlie Miles. Trailing Horses, Golden Days with Sam Hodgson and PH Catman with Mike Stevenson. Here they come. They're off. Impish Art looking for the lead, the far outside. Franco Croupier trying to get some movement on the go and in between horses. That is Burton Burt looking for a tough spot as well. Hennessy's right there with Windermere's Glory as they go on past the opening 8th mile station and head down the backstretch for the quarter. Impish Art shows the way. That is Greyland Bad Girl on the outside second. Windermere's Glory third. Moving in 4th position on the outside as they go on past the quarter is PH Catman. And they were by that opening station in 30-2. On round the barn turn for the 3/8. Continuing to show the way is Impish Art. As they come past 3/8 and Greyland Bad Girl is up to second on the outside. They'll pass in front of us for the first time. And Windermere's Glory is in the 3rd position on the cones. PH Catman 4th. Then it is Golden Days. Moving 6th on the outside, Franco Croupier. Burton Burt 7th. And the trailer, Sweet Georgette. They reach the half in a brisk 1 minute and 3/5. Impish Art shows the way. Next stop is 5/8, and they will head down the backside final time with Impish Art. In 2nd position, that is Windermere's Glory. Up to 3rd now to challenge PH Catman for Stevenson. Was 3rd and is now 2nd on the outside first up. Moving in 4th is Golden Days as they reach 3/4. In 1:31, moving on the lead, Impish Art. PH Catman rounding that barn turn final time. Windermere's Glory is still right there for Hennessy. As they come off the top of the turn, Golden Days is 4th. Burton Burt is on the move as well. Down the home stretch now for the payoff. PH Catman on the outside. The inside Impish Art is led the whole way, but the outside Burton Burt surging, coming from the back of the bus, and he got that win. Very close for place and show. The time for the mile, 2:01 4/5. Here is your winner of tonight's opener, number 4, Burton Burt, 8-year-old son of Liz Ryan from the Big Towner mare Battletown Bowl. Owned and bred by Doug and Ron Hildebrand, trained by Sandra Foley, and driven to victory tonight by Todd Trites to his first win this campaign. 44th career victory for the 8-year-old. He's the favorite tonight and delivers the goods coming from off the pace. Number 4, Burton Burt, tonight's winner, with the photo sign continuing to be up for the remaining positions. Field is in behind the gate for race number 2. Another field of 8 starters. Sarah in Motion with Mike Stevenson. Shanghai's Daughter with Gordy Hennessy. Dainty Down with Steve Mason. House of Stars with Gilles Berriot. Nuco's Typhoon, Sam Hodgson. Hello America with Claire McDonald on the outside. And the trailing horses Elm Grove Destiny with Todd Trites. My Bright Penny with Mike Campbell. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Shanghai's Daughter. First-time starter for Gordy Hennessy, looks for the early lead, but on the cones, Sarah in Motion is sharp as well, and she will assume command for Stevenson. On the inside, the trailing horse with a good position is Elm Grove Destiny. Then Dainty Down racing in 4th, looking for a seat in 3rd spot. Shanghai's Daughter now will settle in. Racing 5th, that is Berriot. He's got House of Stars there as they go on for the opening quarter-mile station. Moving in 6th, My Bright Penny. Then Nuco's Typhoon. And the trailer is Hello America past the opening quarter in 31-2. Round the barn turn, the next stop is the 3/8 mile station. And the leader is Sarah in Motion. Another firster here. This one, a Camotion filly. And they'll pass in front of us for the first time. Sarah in Motion, looking good. Then Elm Grove Destiny in the pocket up on the outside. House of Stars to challenge is at the leader's wheel. My Bright Penny moving with cover on the outside for Campbell. And they reach the half in 1 minute and 3/5 seconds. Sarah in Motion continues to show the way. House of Stars is up on the outside. Elm Grove Destiny gapping third now. My Bright Penny is in fourth. Then it is Shanghai's Daughter fifth. Dainty down sixth. Moving out from seventh, Hello America starts to get in gear for Claire McDonald. And the trailer is Nuco's Typhoon. As they go on past three quarters, those two leaders continue to duke it out, rounding the barn turn. Moving three quarters in 1:31 and 3, and out from third, My Bright Penny is right there to challenge those two leaders. As they come off 7/8, we've got 1/8 of a mile left to go. Down the stretch for home. On the inside, Sarah in Motion continues to be right there. House of Stars and My Bright Penny on the far outside is digging in on to the line. My Bright Penny got there ahead of House of Stars and Sarah in Motion. And the time for that mile, 2:01. Race number 2. It's the 8, My Bright Penny, a 4-year-old daughter of Versus from the Easy Come Easy Go mare, North Wind Ivy. Owned and bred by Don and Ted Bremner of Gemseg, Mike Campbell, the trainer-driver. Another impressive winner coming from off the pace in the early stages of tonight's card. $30.60 on the nose. There's your winner, My Bright Penny. Time for the mile, a new speed badge of 2:01. Race number 2. It's the 8, My Bright Penny, a 4-year-old daughter of Versus from the Easy Come Easy Go mare, North Wind Ivy. Owned and bred by Don and Ted Bremner of Gemseg, Mike Campbell, the trainer-driver. Another impressive winner coming from off the pace in the early stages of tonight's card. $30.60 on the nose. There's your winner, My Bright Penny. Time for the mile, a new speed badge of 2:01. Starters are in behind the gate for the third race. $1 Million Jewel with Bernard McCollum. Graves Decision, Gilles Berriot. C'est le bon temps with Charlie Miles. Run Them Down, Steve Mason, Fighter Town Pilot, Mark Collett. Bat Boy, Chester Eatman, Windermere Nick, Stephen Trites, and Ace on the River with Phil Reed. Here they come. They're off. $1 Million Jewel from that inside post position. Makes the best of it for McCollum and grabs the early lead. Moving in second. In along the cones, that is Graves Decision. Up on the outside, quickly to look for a good seat, that is Fighter Town Pilot. But he may have to go on to the lead as Si Le Bon Temps is in fourth spot. Then Run Them Down. Bat Boy is up on the outside as well. Ace on the River is next. And then Windermere Nick as they reach the opening quarter. And Fighter Town Pilot got them there in 30 seconds flat. Round the barn turn for the first time. Fighter Town Pilot. Moving in second, $1 Million Jewel. Then Graves Decision as they pass 3/8, and they'll pass in front of us for the first time with Si Le Bon Temps in fourth spot. And here comes the half-mile marker with Fighter Town Pilot. Then $1 Million Jewel and Graves Decision. Si Le Bon Temps goes to the outside. Then Run Them Down. Bat Boy, the outside for Ace on the River. And Windermere Nick is trailing the field. 3/4 in 1:01 and 3. Up for the 5/8. That's the next stop for Fighter Town Pilot, who continues to look strong for Collett, and they'll head down the backside final time. Si Le Bon Temps on the outside with no cover, tipping out 3 wide, Run Them Down for Steve Mason. In along the cones with no place to go. That is $1 Million Jewel. Ace on the River continues to advance on the outside of the racetrack. 3/4 mile marker in 1:32 2, and they're all still in it at this point in time with just a little over an eighth of a mile left to go. Moving around that burn turn final time, and that is Fightertown Pilot on the inside. He is being challenged quickly and now taking over top spot and going right on for the lead. It is Run Them Down. That's what he did, and he got it all. Run Them Down over Fightertown Pilot and Graves' Decision, the show position. Time for the mile, 2:01 2/5. Paysack mare, first Paysack. Homebred for the Downey Stables of St. John, trained and driven to victory by Steve Mason. Time for the mile tonight, 2:01 2, as the mare registers her first win of this campaign and does it as the favorite in this third race, returning $3.70 to win. That's number 4, Run Them Down for the Downey Stables and trainer-driver Steve Mason.
Reminder to get your 50/50 ticket. We'll be drawing it after race number 6 tonight. We're already up to 300, so get in on that action.
Starters for the 4th are in behind the gate. Don Bairstow has them getting into position, a field of 7. 272 with Gilles Barriot. River J. Lou, Todd Trites. Coco Rose, Jeff Lilly. Eamon Molly for Stephen Trites. Howmax Quick Tempo, Mike Stevenson. Last Wind Down with Steve Mason. Tasteful Benka, Darren Crow. Here they come, and there they go. Coco Rose will be on the lead before they get to the turn. And up on the outside, Howmax Quick Tempo is right there as well. Moving in third spot, River J. Lou. And on the outside, as they come to the opening 8th mile station, that is Last Wind Down. Moving in 5th, Tasteful Benka is right there as they head down the backside for the first time. Eamon Molly in 6th position, and the trailer 272. They pass the quarter, and Howmax Quick Tempo has them there in 30-1. Correction, Quick Tempo is in 2nd spot. The leader is Coco Rose. That's Coco Rose on the point. Howmax Quick Tempo in 2nd. Moving in 3rd spot, River J. Lou as they come off 3/8, and they'll pass in front of the stand for the first time. Lily is right there with the daughter of Largo, Coco Rose. One of the long shots in this field, continuing to show the way. Howmax Quick Tempo in the pocket. Outside, Last Wind Down is 3rd. Then it's River J. Lou, and they reach the half in 1:02 2. Rounding the turn and moving up on the outside, Tasteful Benka is there as well. 272, now 6th, and the trailer is Eamon Molly. They go down the backside, final time. On for the 3/4 with Coco Rose. Last Wind Down on the outside, 2nd. Howmax Quick Tempo is 3rd. 3 wide. There goes 272 from the back of the field for Barriot. In between horses, that is Tasteful Benka, and they pass 3/4 in 1:32-1. 272 continues 3 wide on the outside, and Coco Rose continues to dig in. An eighth of a mile left to go. Coco Rose continues to be the leader as they come off the top of the turn and go on for the finish. Up on the outside, Howmax Quick Tempo. Last Wind Down is there with a nose in front ahead of Coco Rose. Last Wind Down got that over Coco Rose, and Howmax Quick Tempo in for 3rd. 2:03 is the finish time. The inquiry sign has been posted. Owned and bred by the Downey Stables of St. John, trained and driven by Steve Mason. It's a maiden mark tonight of 2:03, taken in the B division of the Atlantic Sires Stakes. Last Wind Down with Steve Mason, back-to-back victories. Here with this Largo filly in 2:03. Starters for the 5th are in behind the gate. Noble Senator with Mike Downey. Wild Cherry, Gordy Hennessy. Ari's Andrew, Stephen Trites. Ashby Corner, Todd Trites. Quick a Minute, Sam Hodgen. Fun on a Star with Gilles Berriot, Fernhill Treasure with Mike Stevenson, and Basin View Brad, Charlie Miles. Here they come. And away they go. Noble Senator looking for and grabbing the early lead. Wild Cherry is in there for second spot. And moving up to settle in on the cones, it's Ashby Corner as they go on for the opening 8th mile station. Racing in fourth, Fernhill Treasure is right there. And they'll go past that opening 8th and head down the backstretch for the first time. Basin View Brad is next. Then, moving along is our Ease Andrew, Fun on a Star, and trailing the field is Quick a Minute. And they reach the opening quarter in 29-1. And leading the way, up by a length and a half, is Noble Senator. Moving in second position, Wild Cherry. Then it is Ashby Corner as they approach the 3/8 mile marker. And moving in fourth is Fernhill Treasure as they come off 3/8, and they'll head down the stretch for the half. Continuing to lead the way, Noble Senator is right up there on the outside now, making the move. Ashby Corner looking to challenge for the lead. Wild Cherry continues to move in second spot. They were past the half in 59-2, and continuing round that 5/8 turn. Showing the way is Noble Senator. Moving in second, Wild Cherry. Then it is Ashby Corner. On the outside, Fernhill Treasure gets a little closer. First up, moving. Basin View Brad is right there as well. And in next is our Ease Andrew. They are past 3/4 and owning this race at this point is Noble Senator. They were past 3/4 in 1:29-1. Noble Senator by 3. Continuing to be in the pocket is Wild Cherry. Right there as well, Ashby Corner. Not much change in those leaders' positions as they come off the 7/8 and down the stretch for home. Continuing to lead it, Noble Senator. Wild Cherry getting up on the outside to contest that lead. Hennessy is moving up quickly to challenge, and they're dead tight at the line, but it looks like Noble Senator ahead of Wild Cherry and Ashby Corner in for the show spot. The time for the mile, 2 minutes flat. Field is in behind the gate for race number 6, Atlantic Sires Stakes, 3-year-old fillies in the A division. Field of 8 with Emily Putnam and Gilles Berriot, Elm Grove Ella, Claire McDonald. Ultimate Faith with Robert Laffin, Woodmere Sandollar, Stephen Trites, Seawind Allegra, Danny Romo, Charlotte's Coast, Darren Kroll, JG's Frankie, Todd Trites, JJ Sienna with Mike Stevenson. Here they come. Off and pacing, Elm Grove Ella quickly looks for the lead. On the outside of her, that's Ultimate Faith. And in along the cones, Berriot has Emily Putnam as they move on for the opening 8th mile station. 2 leaders duking it out as they head past the opening quarter, and a couple of horses making miscues in the backfield. So some trouble in behind, but everybody is okay at this point as they go on for the opening quarter. And on top and cutting it out is Elm Grove Ella. Then it's Emily Putnam past the quarter. Woodmere Sandollar is third as they reach the quarter in 30-2. Then it is JG's Frankie. As they go on round the barn turn for the first time, JG's Frankie is fourth. They're approaching the 3/8 mile station. Charlotte's Coast is in 5th position. They move off the top of the turn and will pass in front of the stand for the first time. Those fillies recovering nicely towards the back of the field. And Elm Grove Ella looks like she'll show the way to the half. Here comes Woodmere Sandollar, though, to challenge at the leader's wheel. The inquiry sign is posted as a result of the difficulty at the 8th mile station. At the half, 1:03-1. So they took a good breather in the second quarter. And moving on to 5/8 now, Woodmere Sandollar the outside. Elm Grove Ella on the cones, down the backside final time. Moving up and rough-gated went JJ Sienna. Also at the back of the field, some troubles there as well for Charlotte's Coast. Moving on past 3/4. Woodmere Sandollar the outside. Elm Grove Ella on the outside, and Emily Putnam is right there as well. 3 quarters reached in 1:33 and 2. Moving up from fourth is JG's Frankie. They come off 7/8. Woodmere Sandollar to challenge on the outside. Elm Grove Ella. JG's Frankie fanning out 3 wide as they come for home. And right there as well as Emily Putnam, but continuing to show the way and getting it. Elm Grove Ella for Claire McDonald ahead of Woodmere Sandollar. Looked like JG's Frankie for third, and the time for that mile, 2:03. With the daughter of Largo from a beach towel mare named Elm Grove Starlight. This one bred by Bob Gordon of Elmsdale PEI, owned by Ian Banks of Truro and Susan Carell of Great Village, Nova Scotia. 2:03 the time for the mile. Second win from only 4 lifetime starts for the filly. There's the fastest lady in harness racing, Claire McDonald, the trainer and driver on the number 2, Elm Grove Ella. Hold all tickets, though, as the inquiry continues on remaining. Clay County with Mike Stevenson. DG's Crosby, Bernard McCollum. Miss Mimi with Stephen Trites. Milt with Chris Davies. Quality of Money, Lonnie Stokes. Cookie Lar He Goes, Bill Watts. Smooth Putnam, Mike Downey. Provoke Me, Sam Hodgen. Here they come. Away they go. DG's Crosby, quickly looking for the top, and we'll get it. Looking for the cones is Quality of Money for Stokes, and that one will move right in. And a good trip so far for one of the trailing horses. That is Provoke Me for Hodgen. As they head down the backstretch, that one is third up on the outside. Moving, looking for a spot. That is Miss Mimi as they go on for the opening quarter. Stevenson with Clay County is fifth. And they go past that quarter-mile station. DG's Crosby had them there in 29 and 4. Rounding the turn and moving on. Quality of Money is right there in second spot. And they will round the turn for 3/8 up next. Provoke Me is sitting in third position. Off the top of the turn and continuing down the stretch. We'll get our first look at them here in front of the stand on their way to the half. DG's Crosby, Quality of Money, Provoke Me, makes a move to the outside from third. Then Miss Mimi now getting cover in fourth. Clay County fifth, and that is Smooth Putnam sixth. Milt is in seventh spot on the cones, and Cookie Lar He Goes on the outside. They reach the half in 1 minute and 1/5. Down the backside, final time. DG's Crosby continuing to show the way. He's comfortable up top. On the outside, Provoke Me looks to circle Quality of Money at this point. Moving in fourth, Clay County gets a little closer as they go on past 3 quarters. Clay County making a move now to third. 3 quarters was reached in 1:30 and 1, so that's split in 30 seconds flat. DG's Crosby with just a little over 1/8 of a mile left to go. Making a move. Provoke Me trying to tighten things up from his position as they come off 7/8. Provoke Me and far outside. Here comes Clay County. Clay County with a big rush on the outside of the track, and he's going to get the win. Clay County ahead of Provoke Me and DG's Crosby. Cookie Lar He Goes rallied for fourth. And the time for the mile, 2:01 2/5. County. Bred by Ernest Smith of Cornwall PEI. Owned and trained by Margot Fisher of Fredericton. Catch driving tonight is Mike Stevenson. The horse picks up his first win of this campaign in a time of 2:01 2/5. Returning $6 on the nose is number 1, Clay County for Margot Fisher and Mike Stevenson. Starters are in behind the gate for tonight's 8th. Melody's Cookie Boy with Bill Watts. Terrific Magoozer with Todd Trites. JG's Hangman, Travis McLean. Coors Life with Mike Stevenson. Magnetic Benka, Gilles Berriot. Scotch Andy, Lonnie Stokes. And Rookie's Raisin with Sam Hodgen. Here they come. Off and pacing. JG's Hangman quickly to the top. Melody's Cookie Boy on the inside is second, and racing up third, Coors Life looks for a seat along the cones, but he may not get one as that seat is filling in quickly. They'll go down the back stretch for the first time on their way to the opening quarter-mile station, and Travis McLean has JG's Hangman on the point. Melody's Cookie Boy is right there in second position. Big move on the outside at this stage of the game as they go past the opening quarter in 29 and 4. JG's Hangman cut that number for this crowd, and Melody's Cookie Boy continues in second. They come off the barn turn and pass 3/8. We'll get a look at these close up and personal in front of the grandstand. JG's Hangman making that trip from Cape Breton, and he'll hope to make this a productive one. Melody's Cookie Boy is second. Coors Life on the outside is fourth. Terrific McGoozer is up to third spot. Then it's Magnetic Benka in fifth. Scotch Andy sixth. And the trailer is Rookie's Raisin. They reach the half in 1 minute flat. JG's Hangman now extending that lead. He's past the 5/8 mile point and will go down the backside for the final time. Coming out from third, Terrific McGoozer. On the inside is Melody's Cookie Boy second. Tight up, Magnetic Benka. Then another move to the outside, this time from Scotch Andy, who is far from out of it in fifth position. They are past three quarters in 1:30 and 1. And on round that burn turn final time, JG's Hangman continuing to show the way with 1/8 of a mile left to go. Terrific McGoozer up on the outside second. Melody's Cookie Boy looking for a place to go in third. And he'll try to come up the cones as they come for the line. Terrific McGoozer on the far outside. Melody's Cookie Boy. Terrific McGoozer got it. JG's Hangman was second. Melody's Cookie Boy. Terrific in for show for the new ownership. And the time for that mile, 1:59 4/5. Is here with a veteran 11-year-old stallion. This is a son of Cam Terrific, bred in Michigan from the Linden Point Kevin mare called Katie McGoozer, now owned by Val Phelan of Gary, trained by Eric Wilson. And this is the second win of this season, 38th of his career. The horse with more than $330,000 in his career earnings. 1:59 and 4 tonight. It's the first sub 2 minute mile of the season here at Fredericton Raceway. Atlantic Sires. Starters are in behind the gate for the 9th. Atlantic Sires Stakes, 3-year-old pacing fillies. We have Putnam's Doe Girl, Bernard McCollum. Western Swinger, Todd Trites. Scooting for Success, Darren Crow. Comeback Charlie, Gordy Hennessy. Bedham Laura, Jeff Lilly. Ocean View Connie, Mike Stevenson on the outside. Trailing horses, Widmere Rose with Gilles Berriot and We Be Success with Claire McDonald. Here they come. And they're off. On the outside, Bedham Laura looks to take the top. The inside, Putnam's Doe Girl is in second position. Quick early move from that fifth post, and Bedham Laura is right on top now by 2.5. Putnam's Doe Girl is in second position. Racing in third. As they go on past the 8th is Western Swinger. Moving up on the outside without cover, but advancing quickly at this stage. That is Ocean View Connie, now third, now second, and she's after the leader, Bedham Laura, who had the field past the opening quarter. In 30 and 3, Bedham Laura on the lead. Looks like Ocean View Connie may settle in along the cones, but she's still on the outside at this stage, and they will come off 3/8 with that one looking good as well. So passing in front of us first time. Next stop, the half-mile station. Bedham Laura, Ocean View Connie second. On the outside now, there goes Western Swinger to take over third spot. Putnam's Doe Girl is fourth. Comeback Charlie is fifth. Racing in 6, Woodmere Rose. They were past the half in 1 minute and 4/5. Bedham Laura continuing to show the way. On the outside, as they go on past the 5/8 mile marker, that is a Western Swinger. Down the backside, final time. Bedham Laura continuing to be strong on the lead. Western Swinger second. Ocean View Connie is third. Quick move on the outside at this point as they go past 3 quarters. And they're past that station in 1:30 and 2. Rounding the barn turn, and Bedham Laura continues to extend that lead with just over an eighth of a mile left to go. Western Swinger looking to maintain her position, but Bedham Laura is continuing to pick him up and put him down for Lily. Bedham Laura on the inside, Ocean View Connie. Far outside, Woodmere Rose, but Bedham Laura got it. Then Ocean View Connie, in a quick move, looked like possibly scooting for success, but three of them in a line for that third place position. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. Here's your winner of the 9th race, the Atlantic Sire Stakes A Division for 3-year-old pacing fillies. Long shot victory for trainer-driver Jeff Lilly, and a homebred for Danny Purcell of Newport, Nova Scotia. This is a 3-year-old daughter of Largo. From the Justice Denied mare, Bedham Amanda. Third career win, and her first start at age 3. The victory comes tonight in a new lifetime mark of 2 minutes and 1/5. Number 5, Bedham Laura, returning $28 on the nose. Congratulations to Danny Purcell, Jeff Lilly, and number 5, Bedham Laura. Field is in behind the gate for the 10th. It Takes Two, baby, with Todd Trites. Dusty Lane Eli, Lonnie Stokes. Elm Grove Camrose with Mike Downey. Tobin's Paradise with Robert Laffin. I Gotta Go, Mike Campbell. Mackenzie Sealster, Gordy Hennessy. Nicole's Baby for Gilles Barrio. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Ultimate Paradise looks for the lead on the cones. It Takes Two, baby, is going to hold that lead in the early stages. And moving up, Dusty Lane Eli is right there in the pocket. Tobin's Paradise on the outside third tries to get to the inside, and he'll have some difficulty doing that as they go on past the 8th. The next stop is the quarter. Nicole's Baby holding Tobin's Paradise on the outside. There goes Hennessy with Mackenzie Sealster, now 5th. Then Elm Grove Camrose, and I Gotta Go gets it in gear from the back of the pack. They were past the opening quarter in 29 and 1. On around the turn, It Takes Two, baby, is up by 2 and leads it over Dusty Lane Eli. They come off the top of the turn and will pass in front of us for the first time. Next stop, the half-mile station. It Takes Two, baby, and Dusty Lane Eli. Up on the outside, Mackenzie Sealster challenging for third against Tobin's Paradise. Then I Gotta Go. Moving in along the cones is Nicole's Baby, and the trailer now, Elm Grove Camrose. They reach the half, 58 and 4. Rounding the turn to the 5/8. Trites is up on the point with It Takes Two, baby. Dusty Lane Eli is second. Mackenzie Sealster third as they head down the backside final time. In along the cones, Tobin's Paradise. I Gotta Go looks to make the 3-wide move. As they go past 3/4, I Gotta Go is got it in gear, and they reach 3/4 in 1. 28 and 4. Rounding the barn turn final time. It Takes Two, baby, and Dusty Lane Eli. Tobin's Paradise moves up the cones at this point as they come off 7/8 and head down the stretch for the wire. And continuing to lead it, It Takes Two, baby. Continues to cut big numbers and looks comfortable. Continues to gain. That is It Takes Two, baby. The winner over Dusty Lane Eli and Mackenzie Sealster in for the show. The time for that mile, 1:59. Pacing series at Woodbine Racetrack. And this is the second win of the season. Son of Cam's Card Shark is from the Die Laughing mare Victoria Secret. Owned by Dr. Trevin Shive and John Philpott of Nova Scotia, bred by the Winback Farm of Montana. trained by Dr. Shive and driven to victory by Todd Trites, a 280 winner as the starters for the 11th and final are in behind the gate. Dream of Riches, Danny Romo. Northwind Molly for Mike Campbell. Hurricane Island, Bernard McCollum. Spudland Tyler with Gilles Barriot. Bold Ryan for Todd Trites. The outside SOS Pearl Vision for Stephen Trites. Trailing horses Hijinks Benka for Gordy Hennessy. Hoof'n Home, Mike Stevenson. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Hurricane Island goes quickly looking for the lead. Spudland Tyler is up on the outside to grab second position. And a quick move as well from the outside of the racetrack to pick up third spot as they go on past the 8th mile station. And that is Bold Ryan that is settled in at the cones in third. Moving up now fourth with lots of action here in this one. Northwind Molly makes the first over move for Campbell. And right in behind her, that is Gordy Hennessy, and he has Hijinks Benka making a move. They were past the opening quarter in 30-4, and so the leader continues to be, as they go on round that barn turn and move for the 3/8 mile station, Northwind Molly is up top, and we're past 3/8. They'll pass in front of us for the first time and make their move towards the opening half. Northwind Molly shows the way. Outside Hijinks Benka, then Hurricane Island and Spudland Tyler. Moving up on the outside, that is Hoof'n Home from 5th, and they reach the half in 1 minute and 4/5 seconds. Rounding the turn for 5/8, continuing to show the way Northwind Molly, and racing in second position. That is Hurricane Island as they go down the back stretch for 3/4. Hurricane Island second. On the outside, that is Hijinks Benka in third. A 3-wide move once again. This time, though, from SOS Pearl Vision as they come off the top of the turn in 1:30-2 past 3/4. Rounding the barn turn final time, and Northwind Molly will try to cash in a victory for these connections for the second time on opening night. But some challengers coming from the backfield. Northwind Molly challenged now by the horse on the outside, furthest outside. That is Spudland Tyler, and Spudland Tyler will reach up and grab it away in the final strides over Northwind Molly, and Hurricane Island picked up third spot. Time for that mile was 2 minutes and 1/5. Tyler, a 5-year-old son of Life Sign from the Dragon's Lair mare, returning to sender. Bred by the Winback Farm of Chesapeake City. Owned by Weldon Briggs of Woodstock, trained by Sandra Foley and driven by Gilles Barriot tonight. Picks up a win in his first start of the season, tonight in 2 minutes and 1/5. That's number 4, Spudland Tyler. Weldon Briggs, congratulations to the owner as well as driver Gilles Barriot for this performance from the Son of Life Sign. It is now official, 4-2-3, the top 3 here in the 11th.